Hello guys, my name is JP. Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Our last mission was the last mission of the previous version. We are now in version 0.22. They have added career mode. Some of you may have been around for the stream on... when was it? It was the day it came out. It was this past Wednesday. It was... let me see. Wednesday, October 16th. We streamed that day for quite a while, checking out career mode. We cheated quite a bit in there, so I'm going to delete test. I don't need that anymore. Delete my cheaty file. We'll keep the sandbox one because I'll do stuff in there when I want to test things. But let's go ahead and make a new career mode file. JP, simple as that. And that is the flag I like. No, I like this one. I like this one. Career mode. Alrighty, here we go. Now the load times in the game have been vastly improved over the past version. They're more back to what they were a while ago in older versions, in the 0.20 versions, where it loaded kind of quick. It's still a little quirky, but it works. As you can see, we have a new addition to the Kerbal Space Center. We have... also, things have been rearranged slightly. They're on a 90 degree from the runway now, instead of at a weird angle. So, this is parallel to the runway. Might make things a little easier to manage on the ground. We have a new building here, an R&D center. You need science points to unlock new parts. So for 5 science points, we have 0 right now, we'll be able to unlock the medium-sized fuel tank, the tiny fuel tank, the mystery goo containment unit, that is a science-producing piece, and a stack decoupler. So let's go ahead and build our first thing. See, as you can see, I didn't even have any time to look away and do anything. It already loaded. We start with the simple command pod Mark 1. As you can see, we have like almost no parts available. Even my hyperspace engine mod is not available to me yet. I'll have to figure out how to do that, because I'm going to need that eventually. But I'm not going to cheat, I'm not just going to add it. So I'm thinking for this first one, we just simply give him a booster. I noticed though with the career mode still, oh man, with the career mode, the cost still makes no difference. So you can kind of use whatever parts you want once you have them unlocked. We do need a parachute, I suppose. How much is this thing gonna weigh when it's empty? Dry mass 0.5. Dry mass. So it's about the same. Oh yeah, this thing's... yeah, it's better to use this. That's fine. We will fly up as high as we can, get some science, and then come back. We just need a little bit to be able to unlock the next pieces. But it gets progressively harder. It's not exponential, but it's pretty difficult. I actually couldn't do very much of it in the stream because it was that hard. So let's just name this one the Kerbal 1. Kerbal 1. It will of course be piloted by our good friend Jebediah. So let's get him out there. As you can see, like 0 loading time now, and I haven't changed anything. My graphics settings are the same as they've always been, if not slightly better. So let's just... well, he has RCS. Well, he has SAS, but that thing will run out of power pretty quick, so let's just send him up. Let's send him out over the water a little. Well, he's having the time of his life. He's loving every minute of this. Oh, we have broken the sound barrier. Apparently. Holy crap. It's really fast. How high up did we get? Not that right. We did break the lower atmospheric barrier though, so we can get a viable crew report over this. Trash that one. Let's try it again. Depending on how high up you are, you'll get different values for what you're doing. Let's go ahead and release the SAS, although I want it to be going this way. Shoot out. Ah, damn it. It's going the wrong way. I do want it to at least land correctly. Like that. Now just comes the kind of boring part of landing it. And it's super light when it's empty, so it should be no problem. Fast forward this all a bit. Just remember to stop it before the parachute opens. Right there's good. Now I can fast forward again. Yeah, see, piece of cake. One thing I might back out and show you is in sandbox mode, just so we can look at a couple of the new things and features first. But I first wanted to show you how to gather science and stuff, because you cannot gather science in sandbox mode at all. It just tells you that the research and development building is closed and you're not able to do such. So to get this, you simply wait. Oh, hold on. You now have a recover vessel up at the top, which is how you get your science for it. So recover vessel. We got 8.5 science earned on this mission, 3.5 for the crew report, and 5 for recovering a vehicle that survived flight. So that's great. We can go ahead and unlock the next one, and then I will back out to sandbox mode and show you a couple new things. So let's research. See, then we unlock basic rocketry, or general rocketry, stability, and survivability. And it goes on like this for quite some time. There's a whole lot of tiers you have to go through. But for now, let's back out to sandbox mode. Everything loads so quickly, I don't think I'll have to cut these episodes anymore so much. If at all. So let's go into sandbox mode. Nice and quick. I have one in progress that I want to show you because it is, oh no, it didn't. This is something else entirely. Where's, oh, it was in the save file. Damn it. Okay. We'll just, we'll build the plane real quick then, I guess. And I will show you some of the parts. And I will show you some of the new physical features of the game. So let's build a quick plane. Nothing too fancy, just a plane. Okay, now you have multiple, you have a new science part called the Science Junior. It's literally just something you attach to the plane and right-click it like I did with the command module and perform science. You just basically observe and get a report, and you can either keep it with the ship or transmit it. And this right here is a new transmitter. It unfolds and pops up into a little satellite dish. And the old one, the Communitron, now looks like this. It works pretty nice. It does it automatically if you transmit. The mystery goo container looks exactly like the large RCS container, the large side-mounted one. Just with a, I guess it like opens up and you look in it and you observe the goo. You also have the old nose cone that was supposed to work like an SAS is gone. It has now been replaced with a sensor array nose cone. So for aircraft mostly. I think we might use a couple of those. But we'll see what I make first as far as planes. I don't need anything too fancy. I just need to go out there and come back. Well, I don't even need to come back, really. Other than that, we don't have any... There's no engines or anything like that as far as I can tell. You do have sub-assemblies. Basically, I can, like, take this and make a sub-assembly with it. Like, anything you want as a sub-assembly. So I could make my whole plane, use it as a sub-assembly, and then take it to the vertical assembly building and load it up as a part. So basically, it's an easier way to make certain vehicles, or if you want to make a reusable, like with my Orion engine and the command pod, how I save them as two separate files. I could just save the command pod as a sub-assembly instead of its own save file. Stuff like that. Also, the game performance is quite a bit better. I'm getting solid 45, 50 frames per second when I'm normally getting 30 when I record. So that's good. Let's just go ahead and make that plane. Like I was saying, I'm keep yammering on. I need fuel. I'm tempted to start making like a whole fancy plane for this, but I'm just gonna make something simple. Don't need to go overboard with it. Just as long as it works. One thing I can tell you though about the science is that if you choose to transmit the science back, meaning like if you use a robotic probe that requires the science to be transmitted back, or if you're kind of on a one-way mission, like like if you don't think you're gonna be able to get back, transmitting takes an insane amount of power. Just so you know. Like you wouldn't believe how much power those things take. Because they actually use packet sizes for the transmitting. You can see right here, resources required per packet. This one takes 20 electric charge for each packet. They transmit them at 0.2. I don't know if that's every 0.2 seconds. And the packet size is 2, so you need a lot of power. Like you're gonna need at least you need at least 1,000 power on board to effectively transmit, which is a lot of power. Like I don't know about you, but I usually don't put batteries on my ships because I just use RTGs. So I always have power. But you cannot rely on that for transmitting data back. You're going to need batteries, so you're going to get a lot of batteries. I'll stick a single RTG on the back of this thing. I should probably put a SAS in the middle of it. Usually helps with the aerodynamic stability of it. Just one wheel in the front. I'm getting pretty good at flying around and landing, so I'm going to try to go to the other runway so I can show you what's going on over there. Kerbal Jet 1. Am I missing anything? I should probably put a couple of lights on this thing just in case. like crazy dark or something. I can never remember what time of day it is in this damn game, because looking at this doesn't reflect the actual time of day in the game, which is a little frustrating at times. So let's go ahead and load it up. So the only way, that was me testing a space plane. I can get into space pretty easy. I figured I'm getting pretty good at getting planes into space under their own power. It's no problem anymore. We have Bill. I wonder what happened to Jebediah. Weird. I'll have to look into that. Go ahead and throttle up. SAS. Should already be able to take off. No problem. Gear. Throttle down quite a bit. Let's just head straight for it. It's about a good angle to get there. Throttle back up. We should be there pretty quick. It's just right there. As I was saying, you can do crew reports, but they will not show you the value, and you're not able to do it. So, no science in sandbox mode, which makes sense. I mean, you already have everything unlocked. But it kind of sucks, because that's how I like to test things. Obviously in sandbox mode, but that's not an option anymore. Whoa, whoa, okay. Gonna level this out a bit. Get ready to make the turn. This thing will turn pretty quick though, because it's such a tiny plane. And I'll show you the new... I shouldn't have ruined it. I just said new. It's remodeled, that runway. It looks pretty awesome now. Alright, go ahead and start making the turn here. Very soon. Very soon. Right now it's good. It takes a couple seconds for the turn to actually register. Right there's good for now. And as soon as we get within, as soon as we get where I want to be, I'll hit the 90. Line up with the runway. Right about there seems good. Go ahead and kill the engine. I don't think we're right on it, but we're pretty close. I should still be able to land this thing. Like I said, I'm getting pretty good at it. There seems about right. We'll come in pretty good. As you can see from here, it's oriented the other way now. The little hangars are on the right side. They used to be on the left side. But there's another addition. You'll see it when we get in pretty close. Obviously, I haven't explored much of this yet. The only time I even played this so far was that night, the stream. I have not played it really since, because I've been busy with with actual work, for my work. The runway now looks like it's actually made of the beach, instead of before it looked like it was just kind of weird, badly paved. Bring it down. Are we down? Am I just rolling along? Oh yeah, I guess I was. Okay, we'll turn this thing around in a second and drive back. But you may have noticed already, there's now a very large tower. A control tower kind of deal. Nope, 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 we're gonna roll off. Just back it up. I don't know how we'd get out of this situation other than full throttle turn left. So I'll just, I'll leave the brakes on. But yeah, there's a tower, you're able to climb up into it. There's nothing up there, it's just empty building. And the hangars are now on that side. This thing is now level with the ground, as you can see. So you're able to land anywhere on this and it'll be pretty much level. There's also frames of buildings that are like burned out, abandoned kind of deal. So it's all pretty nice. Anyways, let's go ahead and get back to the Kerbal Space Center. If we can. If I didn't derp this up with the way I parked this thing. It's fine. I made that good of a plane. It's a really good plane. Ever since the, ever since 0.21, planes have worked really well. Which is great, because that's what I like doing in this game. Of course, now I have a problem with identifying the Kerbal Space Center from above. Because of the way the textures, they mesh together a little better. So I'm not able to see them as well. Like before, they kind of clipped apart. And you could see it from far away, it would be like really obvious, but now it's like recolored really. Like over here it's really obvious. It's a completely different color from the grounded statue, but the Kerbal Space Center seems a little bit less obvious now. Don't need to be going quite so high. Let's go ahead and leave the gear down, doesn't make any difference. Actually, I don't know if that makes any difference. I don't know if the drag is reduced by actually stowing the gear. Should probably check the stats on the part. Almost ready for the turn. I'll probably miss the runway. This is for some reason I have a problem with landing on this runway. You'd think it'd be easier because it's kind of obvious. Like it's the most standing out thing in the whole place, in the whole entire game. But I have problems landing here. I just always have. Looks like it should be fine though. Should come down right at the edge of it. Might have to turn a little when we get to the edge of it, but other than that, it's fine. So yeah, that's pretty much all the new features of the game so far that I've found out. I haven't gone like a changelog and like purposely made this video to show you all the changes. This is not a changelog video. This is just me showing you what I've found out, which isn't that much. Like I said, I haven't been playing it as much as I probably should have. Oh, I guess one thing now is when you tap the controls while you have SAS on, it shows a little, it changes the symbol to a little refresh kind of looking thing. I think it's the same thing for, no, F still just toggles it on and off real quick. Well, we missed that by quite a distance. Still far enough out to fix it, I believe. Of course, without any power, it's kind of hard to actually switch it back. Just a little bit. Alright, there should be good. We can keep it on that, yeah. Right there's fine. Coming down pretty much perfect on runway for once. It's unusual for me because I have problems with this runway. Because it's raised up, it's not like the other one where it's flat. This one actually is up off the ground. So if you miss it just a little bit, you kind of derp the whole thing. That's fine. Oh, shit. You didn't see nothing. He's fine. He'll walk it off. I didn't nose up right when I needed to. I saw it coming, and I didn't do it. It's fine. He's fine. See? Everything's fine. He can even get out if he wants to. Any landing you can walk away from is a good landing. So that'll do it for this episode. That was an appropriate ending for me playing this. This is how so many of my missions end. Anyways, like I said, that'll do it for today. Thank you for watching. My name is JP, and I'll see you next time with more Kerbal Space Program.